British and American forces began to gain ground, and the beleaguered Japanese began to retreat. In the wake of the terrible war that was fought, arson and loot became common occurrences. Finally, the atom bomb was dropped over Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And the war came to an end. The Japanese signed the instrument of surrender. In Singapore, Earl Mountbatten declared,
"As I speak, there are 100,000 men ashore. This invasion would have taken place on the 9th of September, whether the Japanese had resisted or not. I wish to make this plain. The surrender today is no negotiated surrender. The Japanese are submitting to superior forces now massed here."
And as for the INA, that valiant band of freedom fighters found themselves abandoned and imprisoned. The men of the British Indian Army, by an ironical twist of fate, were given the task of holding these men prisoners. But the fire burned bright in their eyes. They had been ready to fight until not a drop of blood remained in their veins. The defeat of the Japanese had halted them in mid-stride. At the Red Fort in Delhi in 1945, the leaders of the INA, Shahnawaz, Dillon, and Sehgal, were charged with treason. Colonel Dillon of the INA spoke on the character of the freedom movement, of which the INA was only a trigger.
I asked Netaji that as we and our allies appear to have lost the war, and there were little hope of our taking to offensive again, what exactly was left for us to fight, or what were we fighting for? Without the least sign of annoyance, back came the reply, to pay the price of India's liberty. His reply was in line with a previous statement, when the blood of freedom-loving Indians begins to flow, India will attain her freedom. Thus, our national aim was the attainment of Indian freedom, and our military objective was to pay the price of India's liberty.
And the man behind it all, that valiant fighter for freedom, that man who gave to his soldiers of the Azad Hind Fauj a common language and a common purpose, that man who banished casteism and provincialism from the INA, that man who hungered for a free India and declared that the roads to Delhi are many and Delhi still remains our goal. That man, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, lives in the hearts of his people like an eternal flame that burns bright.
ভালো